I raised my sword, ready to knight the first islander I'd met upon landing. I expected her to kneel and thank me for my generosity. I was wrong. This was their welcoming ceremony. My servant fell dead by his sword. I couldn't believe he dared defy me. Then her blade came at me, and I finally understood. My title as king meant nothing here. But minutes later, I rose from the sand, completely unharmed. My servant came back to life too.
I seem to be immortal too.
I thought this was my royal privilege until the islander told me the truth. On the Eternal Isle, no one can die, but no one can ever leave. What I heard, though, was something else entirely. I would rule this island forever. But my servant reminded me, our army was lost in the storm, and conquering this place with just the two of us would be nearly impossible. My solution was simple. Kill the king here, and everyone else would fall in line.
I challenge you to a duel. To the victor, the crown.
The island's king was delighted to see me finally, something new to break up the monotony. Clearly, plenty of others had shown up with the same idea. They'd all failed. On an island where death doesn't exist, whoever becomes king must be the strongest of all. But immortality gave me the courage to keep challenging him. I lost again and again, but I refused to give up. The king started to look exasperated. I knew I couldn't beat him in combat, so I suggested we settle it over a game of chess. I lost that too. I challenged him in every way I could think of, lost 10 times straight. An islander watching asked my servant, how did this guy even become king? My servant explained, the crown was inherited.
His father was king. His father's father before him. His father's father's father.
Yeah, got it.
The truth shattered me. My whole life, I'd never lost, because everyone had been letting me win. I couldn't accept it. The humiliation made me lash out at my servant. Defeating the king became my obsession.
I went to the Dark Temple, on the far side of the island. I sacrificed parts of my body in exchange for power. Through endless resurrections, I collected a complete set of dark equipment.
I challenged him again, but everyone just ignored me. My attacks didn't even register, less than a speck of dust.
To Elstrom!
The king effortlessly stripped away all my gear and threw the crown on the ground. You don't deserve to be king. You're just a child who never grew up. I felt lost. This wasn't the victory I wanted. My servant reached out his hand to me. Let's start over. That's what the Eternal Isle is for second chances. But all I wanted was that crown. I didn't see the disappointment in my servant's eyes. Didn't notice the chest the king had opened, filled to the brim with crowns. I grabbed the crown and ran to the water's edge, wanting to admire how I looked wearing it. But I realized this wasn't what I truly wanted. Only then did I understand. I had lost something far more important. A crown given out of pity. A king no one respected. I had been fooling myself. I took the crown to the first islander I'd met, the woman, and asked for her help. She turned me down. I learned to change. I asked to become her blacksmith apprentice. The training would take a long time, but time was the one thing I had plenty of now. I crafted something with my own hands from